because we're planning to build our own exchange, this is our big asset.
As you know, Dan, if you trade like I do and you hold a bag or more,
All right. Okay. Because we're not running away. We're not hiding.
They all say
That's the
that.
first
How do
thing
you
like a
prove
scam
that?
coin says.
I gotta go. He's got something to do.
Today I got with me CH from the Crypto Rabbit Hole, and we are interviewing SpaceX coin. Now, this is not financial advice. Absolutely, don't invest in the coin, but these are questions you should be asking when looking into new protocols, and you'd be able to determine if they're legit enough for you to invest in and if they have like a long-term life to it. Now, with these coins, not anyone can produce it. They're very low quality. You could profit, but in the long run you won't. So it's not something I would recommend anyone get involved with. But let's talk to them and find out what they're interested in. And CH did all the research on it. I just have general questions and I want to react to it in real life. But let's get started with CH. Your thoughts on it pre-interview. This is our pre-interview chat before we jump in.
Well, I think with these types of coins, you just have to really be on the lookout. Look for any red flags that could potentially, come out of your research. These things that are decentralized tend to have a lot of risk, high reward, right? Now, with these, obviously, you really want to look into the team. You want to look into the utility. Like, what is the value proposition of this thing? Why are they building this stuff? If they're just doing it to pump and dump and in hopes that you hold the bag for them to dump you, then you got to be careful. So those are kind of my thoughts, and later on I'm going to just kind of bring up the things that I've seen and the big red flags that I see, and also compare to another project that I think look eerily similar that ended up being a massive rug pull. So those are kind of my thoughts.
Your thoughts on the coin? I already know it's shit.
Yeah, I think anytime a coin tries to be an established entity, it's always a massive red flag. And if you look at the team, first of all, if you look at the CEO, the picture of the CEO, it looks like he's walking down an airport. Like, that's his profile picture.
That's nonsense.
It's nonsense. And, they say that they're from, I think, Purdue University engineers. How do you prove that? And
even if they are, that doesn't mean there's any value.
Exactly. It's literally just a piece of paper that he might have, right? Another big red flag is the supply. The supply is like 6 tillion, something like that. Like one of those massive just numbers that you just can't even comprehend.
So it's like you want the user to feel rich by having a lot of coins rather than actually creating value for the token.
Correct. And the big thing that I saw was the similarity between this project and that Squid Game project.
Oh, yeah. So it sounds like you're buying a token, you're locking it, and then you lose access to it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that sounds like shit.
Yeah, but I mean, they did say they're audited, but I mean, this company that audited them, I have never heard of. I don't know if they're legit or not. The website looks okay, but at the end of the day, anybody can make an audit company and say that they're audited, right?
Yeah.
So these are just some really big red flags for me.
Yeah.
And Squid Game, even though they say, we're not part of the game, but not part of the TV show, but at the end of the day, they're still using that name. Same thing here.
You can't be using that intellectual property.
Exactly. So these are just the red flags that I've seen. So I personally would never even throw $1 in there. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, we are not advertising this at all, but we just kind of want to find out why they would do this and how they would react under these tough questions. Now, they reached out to me in my Discord and said, we want to get some attention. Would you review our coin? And then I looked into it and I was like, no, this is like shit. But at the same time, I can identify that very quickly while other people can't. So we're going to dig into that, and you'll know immediately whether it's a quality project or not if you ask these types of questions when researching any type of coin.
Always do your own research. Can't stress that enough. Before, when I first started, I just, my friend would tell me a project, I would just blindly follow, and I got burned. So that is the last thing I hope that you guys have to go through. This is why anytime a project comes my way, so thank you, Dan, for throwing it my way, but I always do massive due diligence. I think doing that relentless due diligence is what separates the winners from the losers. So I hope today we can provide some value to you guys to show some of the things that we look at when we evaluate a project and whether or not we want to be involved. So these are the things that we look for.
My name is Mr. Spock in the crypto space. I'm actually Kazi Shakur, and I'm a mechanical engineer by profession. And our team. We have 4 people here, but myself and Alpha Code is here today. And then let me introduce Alpha Code. Hey, so he's the software guy. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? Alpha Code here. My background is in engineering, and I'm a software developer. Okay. And we've been working on some blockchain projects, and we'd love to discuss our next project that's on the horizon for all of us, and that's SpaceX Coin.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So just a little more about yourselves, like where are you guys from, your background in education, your experience as far as the years go, how long you've been in the crypto space.
Okay. Let me start a little bit. Okay. I graduated from Purdue University, where Neil Armstrong graduated, the same building I went and spent my time when I was doing my master's. So I'm kind of like a space exploration geek. Like I love anything about space. So that's why we got this name SpaceX. Also, I've been in a crypto space for, I think, 5 years now. But initially I wasn't buying much. And my buddy, he was actually buying some Bitcoin back in 2016. So I wasn't interested. I was like, yeah, maybe it's not going to work out. But afterwards, we saw that this is a different ball game. So yeah, like last few years, I've been in a crypto very intense. Spent a lot of time on it. Also, I work for Northrop Grumman Ship Systems and Aerospace Systems in Melbourne, Florida. Also, served the Navy for 15 years and as an officer and an engineering duty officer. So I have a lot of in-depth engineering, experience, like system design, missile system design to aerospace propulsion systems, also ship systems design, and everything, something like that. So there's a wide variety of things that I've done in my career. So so now this is, of course, crypto is kind of like a side gig, but see how it goes. And we recently thought, why not, because we know a lot of things for engineering. So our focus for SpaceX Coin is actually spend some earning from that and divert this thing toward a space exploration project, like Mars exploration, like Elon Musk is talking about. And we really would like to spend a lot of time, money, and expertise. I have a lot of friends who have done a lot of research on space living conditions and on space and Mars, like with the low gravity, how your body actually bone decays occurs in a certain time of like it's say more than a year, your bone is gonna fall apart. So there's a lot of research going on all over the country right now, but those are like pockets of things going on. We want to actually create a movement through this crypto. So the SpaceX coin is just not a coin. We would like to spend a lot of time and money on these space projects. Like one example, out of New York, there's a company called AI Space Factory. So what they're doing, they're building a habitat for Mars. And they're building those 3D design out of 3D printers. They're building they have some kind of materials that they can be found in Mars, and they're putting it together with composites and building those houses that can withstand a lot of wind and sand, and also high temperature, heat and cold, and all these different things. So we're very interested to actually join them. We did speak to them. We're working on get them, work with us, because we'll actually fund them if it's necessary. Also, the universities, national laboratories, we're contacting. We're already in contact with a lot of people. A lot of students, they do research and they move forward to a different thing. So I'm trying to get those professors that they've been involved in those research. So we'll do a lot of things on a space exploration. That's the reason we initially got this name, SpaceX Coin. Now, while we say on our website that SpaceX Coin is not affiliated with the SpaceX rocket company, because there's a possible lawsuit can happen because we're planning to incorporate our SpaceX Coin. So it's going to be like SpaceX Coin Incorporated. That's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So as we said, we're launching on 30th of September. So we got a lot of things going on right now. We're moving, bits and pieces for marketing and all of the things. Also, our major utilities are Space Exchange. It's going to be AI enabled. The person, a trader will be able to, they will have some kind of indicator comes out before, trader press the button. The AI software will recognize the pattern of trading pattern of that person. If they do some like 5 or 6 different trading, AI will pick up all those different things. So what's going to happen in that you are, say I'm trading, and then AI will tell me, okay, are you sure? Because this is trending, trending lower. It might this crypto might go down in the next few days the way it looks, and they'll evaluate the market conditions. They will evaluate a bunch of different things. So it looks like you're going to have a bot helping you throughout that process of any transaction, like you put or sell or. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. My phone was darkening out. So basically, you have a bot. It will be recognized as a AI bot will help you to guide you through if you make any mistake while you're trading. So that's one of the things in our Space Exchange we'll have. Also, the second one is blockchain we're building. That blockchain is going to be like, Alpha Code is going to go over a little bit if you want to, because he's the guy who's doing behind the scene a lot of work. So it's all like that. Like we're going to be doing same thing as what Solana doing, like a proof of history, but it's going to turn out to be a proof of stake actually, not the proof of work, just like Ethereum 2.0. But I'm not sure how. We haven't seen Ethereum 2.0 yet. So we actually tested in-house in our server that we're able to do a faster transaction compared to Solana without much fees and stuff. So our gas fees are literally $0. So anyway, you want to go over a little bit about Blockchain X?
Yeah.
It's fun
we can go over Blockchain X. I'm more excited about how we're developing the ideas and design and creative aspect with the blockchain to create the metaverse, because the blockchain is coming after. That's going to be further out.
Yeah.
I really love what we're working on in this phase. And I'd much rather talk about the wallet and certain things that we're working on immediately, because this guy, man, he's a workhorse and he's diligent and responsible about the people that he works with, and he's adamant about building a community, which is something I like, because I've been involved on several token projects. And as you know, Dan, if you trade like I do and you hold a bag or more, all right, okay, all right, then you're familiar that some go up and some people are unscrupulous. Stuff happens.
So can you tell us some of the crypto projects you worked on in the past and then your role with them?
Well, we have a project that didn't go so well, trust-wise, but that project has AI built in. Oh my God, it's so serious, the blockchain project that we were doing. I mean, if Kazi wants to release the company, like he can, but man.
Well, the thing is, those guys that he was involved with, he doesn't want to. I believe you don't want to talk about that project because we're kind of related to them and they're blaming us. So, okay, we're a little bit initially with the Baby Shark, but we're not in the team. But I was one of the big investors, and then we knew the team, and just they did a lot of mistakes, and we don't want to talk about those things. So,
This as a coin, yeah, a project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So can I just get clarification real quick? So Mr. Spark, when you started, you said you guys have a 4-person team currently?
Yes. 4-person team.
So then to follow up on that, you guys are saying now you're trying to build your own layer 1, similar to Solana, right?
Yeah.
and you're
Yep.
also trying to build the metaverse. And on top of that, you guys are going to have an AI trading bot for the users, right?
That's correct. Yes.
So I'm trying to think about this. Yeah, but I'm trying to think about this logistically in the sense that you guys have a 4-person team, and it sounds like these are insanely ambitious things that you're trying to build. You have Solana, people who they have, a 100-person team dedicated to just building the layer 1. You have metaverse projects that have a 100-person team just dedicated to doing that, right? But it looks like you guys are doing 3 insanely difficult things to materialize with a 4-person team. I'm trying to muster through the way that you guys can make that happen. Especially you mentioned that you guys have I'm sorry to say, but questionable track record with people not on the same page as you guys. I don't really know what's happening with that. So it'd be awesome if you guys can clarify that for me. Thank you.
Okay. So what's happening is right now we have built the exchange already. So we're working on the AI to work merging together. Also, we're looking for a third-party software that we're going to be using. The white. I don't see you guys.
Sorry. Check just unfreezing the video.
Okay, so I'm correcting the thing that you mentioned that we're not creating a AI bot. It will be like already in the. It's a built-in with the exchange. The bot will come with the exchange. So each trader is going to have assistance depending on his behavior of trading. So there's no bot, there's no indicators you have to change to do it. It'll be automatically asking you. They will have some kind of like a generic version of indicators that will assist the trader. But at the same time, the AI will learn traders' behavior, how much money he invests, how bearish he is or how bullish he is. So depending on different aspects, AI will pick up a lot of different habits from this individual. Therefore, the person who is trading is going to be able to actually wait, let me see what the AI is telling me. What should I do at this point? The market.
Yeah. Are you getting a call?
Let me see. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Can I hold on 1 second?
Yeah. Yeah, it is OBS that's kind of freezing up, so I just restarted.
It's okay. I mean, Zoom is recording it, right?
Yeah. Let's close that for now, and we'll start it up in a moment.
Okay.
Every line. Every line.
Line? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're muted right now. It's
okay.
Yeah, no worries. I know there's a lot of buildup, and I was like, another red flag. Lots of crypto projects in the past.
Yeah. I can't really answer what they are.
And 4-person team. That's if one person gives up, the project's over.
The more they talk, the more I'm like, this is like 100 million, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back.
Okay, hang on. We'll go live in a second. As soon as I hit virtual camera.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Hi. Can you hear us?
All good?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear?
Yeah. So we have like a ton of questions about the project.
Okay.
Just like why create a coin and have that start trading before creating any type of products?
Well, it was the thing is we wanted to make sure that we're competitive in the market, but then again, our name is kind of like a scam coin name, so we're kind of worried about the name, and also worried about because we already got the name so initially, and then started with the meme, and then of course advanced technology coming behind it. So intention was start with the meme and build up, and then keep adding in third, fourth phases the exchange and the blockchain and all those things. So that was a plan. But what we did, we worked a lot on the exchanges. So it's kind of like in a good phase. We can start it in the next 2 to 3 months, but then you have to work on to get the FINRA license for myself, and then I have to get the SEC and CFTC compliance. It takes about a couple of months. So, and also integrating the whitelisting, the third-party software to connect to the server. So it takes like a bunch of phases to complete the whole thing until it starts.
Can you tell us about the SEC licensing? Because you guys are located in the U.S., so that's going to be very challenging.
It will be challenging. They would require one person in the company to have a FINRA license, a trading licenses. What is it, 64, S6, something like that. So we have like 2 different licenses we have to take in order to apply, and then we apply for SEC and the CFTC. First, SEC, we have to have a lawyer. We spoke to a lawyer already. So things are, those going to take place somewhere like in November, December. So we're so busy with the marketing right now. So, and also I'm studying on the side to get my license for FINRA, for trading license. So there's a couple of things involved here. I wish, we had a couple other people on the side, but we have our marketing guys, our design guys, and then we have the software, myself and him. And also we have another person that we're trying to get him involved in our team. So we're actually looking for another person involved. As you said that we are, how can he do this thing, a 4-man team with a huge project? So that's why like blockchain is going to come maybe fourth phase. So we're in the first phase. We're just, launching end of this month on 30th September. So after launch, we're looking forward to see 2 different CEX, Probit or Bitmart. Either 2 of them, almost they're coming on board. So hopefully they'll be all ready.
So I have a few questions. Where are you guys getting the initial funding for the project to pay for all of this?
So we invested from ourselves, friends and families. So we're borrowing money basically. So, and now we're going to fair launch. Hopefully we're going to raise some money in pink cell. So our goal is to raise about 400 BNB, and we're going to put about 75% to the pancake swap, and then a little bit in.
I'd love to talk more about the product and what you're building. Like it doesn't really, like if you have a good product and you have a good outline and you can build it, why not go directly to get grants from other blockchains? So like BNB has grants, they have an accelerator program, as well as all the major blockchains.
Well, we already have, because we're planning to build our own exchange. This is our big asset. A huge asset.
I mean, you can build your own exchange on an existing chain, on BNB chain, on Solana, on Polygon. Yeah, they'll give you funding for that.
Wait, so you're building an exchange now as well. Yeah. So you're essentially doing the metaverse, blockchain, and exchange now, and a coin? Everything all together?
Like right now the coin. And then the next phase is going to be exchange. And then following phase is going to be blockchain. And after that, metaverse. So our metaverse is still up in the air, even though we know our exchange is going to be inside the metaverse as well. So there's some planning and things going on the side.
Hang on. I'm still wondering why you want to invest, why you want to raise funds from like regular people first, when there's like so much grant money and VC money available to someone with a good product.
Well, I mean, what I see in the crypto space right now, when you go on PingCell, fair launch, you see a lot of people, they're like grassroots, like individual coming on board, and they're looking for what's coming now, what's on pre-sale, what the earliest they can get in. So there's a lot of people out there they can come in. I did try to contact a couple of people, as you mentioned, but it's kind of like they'll have questions like, SpaceX coin. I don't like the name, So I'm not sure. We did approach a couple of people, and I didn't go anywhere with them. So
yeah, you can change the name. Like people change the coin name all the time.
I know they do, but we did a lot of things, and we feel like it's a cool name, SpaceX Coin Incorporated, and we're going to have a bunch of things that we like to assist for space exploration. So if I change the name to something else, that's not so much closer to space.
You're going to be hearing from Elon's team.
Yeah.
The bigger you get, you're definitely going to get a letter saying you can't be using the name.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, SpaceX Coin Incorporated. Coin is a different thing than SpaceX. You know what I mean? That's why I always say we're not affiliated with the SpaceX. Well, we started with a meme. So when you do the meme, you can have, Shiba Inu, Shiba Doge, Shiba this, Shiba. You can have 20 different things. So
yeah,
SpaceX,
but Shiba and Doge, that's not like a trademarked thing. Like SpaceX is trademarked, so you're going to have trouble, especially in the US, using that.
It could be, but SpaceX not coming up with their tokens. That's what we're in our website. It's clearly said we're not affiliated with the SpaceX coin. And if they come to us with the lawsuit, we'll fight them and tell them, hey, what's that? And if we have to go to court, we'll go to the court and see what happens. You want me to change the name? Okay, we'll go for it. But for now, we'll keep it. Crypto space should be DeFi, right? Decentralized finance. So I'm not holding my hands to get bogged down by the. All right, I don't see your.
Sorry, hang on.
Our camera. Okay, we're good now.
So if he freezes, I got to reset the camera, and it just takes a moment, so we go offline. But yes, please continue.
Okay, so if you guys could, let's jump to the next topic here. If you guys could perhaps give me an elevator pitch to share with our audience. Within a minute, what is the biggest value proposition for your coin in the first phase? Why should they buy your coin? What is the absolute biggest value that they can get from it?
Excuse me 1 second. Hang on, I think I have something came out. Can you hold it 1 second, please?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got it back.
Oh, you froze.
0 out of 100 sniff score on token sniffer.
Yeah, let's bring that up too. That's great.
Yes, real big red flags. Apparently there's a sell fee of 12%.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and buy fee is 9.8%.
Yeah.
So, but if it's not even launched yet, I'm not sure how. I guess it would be back into the swap.
Hold on, let me get a restart. OBS froze. I think it's
back.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So continuing on. SpaceX coin, using that name, even if you're going to fight them in court, you're going to use up all the treasury of the team and the protocol just to fight them in court because they are $1 billion company. Multi-billion-dollar company.
I'm sure they'll spend a very small amount of money, and we'll spend a little bit of money, I guess. We're not trying to win with the big guys. We're just going to see what the judge says or other people say. If we incorporate ourselves with SpaceX Coin Incorporated, then they are SpaceX space exploration technologies. So they're a little different than us. They might come after us with the SpaceX little bit of logo on there, like half of the logo is like a SpaceX looking. So we can modify that afterwards if we get really hammered by those.
Because I don't think any tier one crypto exchange like Binance, Coinbase, FTX is going to list something with SpaceX because they don't want to mislead their customers. And the way it's presented, it's pretty misleading. I see Apple iCoin. I was like, oh, is this by Apple? I was like, oh, it's not. I mean, I know it's not going to be by them, but a lot of new investors don't know that.
Well, as we started with the meme, so there's so many different crypto come with the meme. So we can say, okay,
we're trying to do about the meme. Can you tell us about the meme and like why you guys are very committed to the meme?
Because crypto space is like, I think half the crypto is like meme. Like look at the Shiba Inu. What is behind that? Behind that coin? There's another one coming up called Tama Doge. They just raised $16 million. And they just have a little game in there. There's nothing much to offer. They're not offering anything. They're just saying that we're the biggest meme of 2022. So, there are people that are raising so much funding. And most people in the crypto space, they just want to get something that they'll disrupt the market with doing nothing, literally. What is Dogecoin? What do they have? My question is, Dogecoin is one of the biggest ones and the oldest one, and they started in 2013. So what do they have actually behind? Nothing.
They have something as a joke. There's that community feel to it. People would laugh about, something like that. But I don't see the joke in SpaceX. For me, I think of Elon Musk. I think of serious space exploration. I mean, I don't understand the thinking behind, that as a meme. I think it's you can make memes out of it, but I don't know if the network effect could really take off with something like similar to Doge or Sheep with a joke, the donkey coin, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to hear your input.
I mean, well, the thing is, SpaceX coin, because I think there are like 4 or 5 different guys came with that name, and they came with a name just to hype and dump, pump and dump, and they came, anonymously. They had bad intention, but for us, we don't have any bad intention. We're doxed fully, and we're engineers, and we're not going anywhere. We'd like to do some kind of contribution towards space exploration. That's why we want to keep that name.
But your examples for just raising funding was all meme coins. And there are plenty of examples of legitimate companies raising monies, especially at the early stage with no product. But that's because they have a team that has proven they can build it. And they reached out to VCs and accelerator programs. So it still doesn't make sense that you guys would go this route, because it's incredibly risky for investors. And in the long run, I don't really see this getting listed on any top tier exchanges due to the name and the way it was launched.
I mean, I think it is. It could be accepted if the influencers and the people out there actually. Hang on one second. I'm sorry. Our thing is kind of like pushing. Video is kind of pushing. Sorry about that. Can we?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we had some issue here. Sorry about that. Okay. So as Dan mentioned, that why we didn't reach out to the VCs. The main reason is that after the crypto winter started, like March, April, and after the downfall, created a huge impact in them. So a lot of VCs, they're not coming on board until they know the person. To spend time with them, to gain some trust in the crypto space. So there are key people out there that VCs are able to get convinced, So I mean, it's pretty clear. You just have to show them you can build it, that you have a prototype, and very likely they'll invest, because the funding for new crypto projects hasn't stopped. Like millions of dollars still go into new projects every day. Yeah, absolutely. But if you look at this platform, that the new pre-sale coming up, like DXL and PinkCell, it's a disaster. Like if you look at last year in November or December, January, February this year, you will see how many coins coming up every day. They'll raise like 500 BNBs in like 15 minutes. So now, like you're talking about,
it's hot. Yeah, the market is hot, so it's easy money. But during times of bear, that is when really the company with massive utility, massive value proposition can still easily raise funds, especially with these grant programs that these big layer one blockchains all have. For example, Near has a $800 million grant program. All of them have 9-figure, some even more, trying to get more developers to come on their chain. So I'm also wondering the same with Dan here, is that why not go the route of going to them and asking for a grant if you guys have a very valuable new coin that you're solving a big problem? So that's why I'm asking, like, what is the big problem you guys are solving with your coin?
Well, the first thing is that we couldn't reach out to people. Some reason that, it's just, we try to reach out to people with different venues through influencers, but it just didn't happen. And we decided maybe it's not like Wall Street. You can find them easy, So
yeah, you shouldn't be going directly to influencers. You should be going to like these protocols that have these grant programs. Like there are applications, there are interviews.
You send an email.
I mean,
All the info is online. You just go to the grant program online. They'll have an email for you. You send a proposal, and then you'll hear back from them.
yeah, I mean, the thing is, I mean, we what we thought is that we have good products. Maybe we don't need, other guys out there. So, I mean, our product is going to be really different and unique. So, yes,
Is there any product available now that people can use?
Not yet, but the space exchange that we're building, that should be ready soon. So I say 3 months. So
the reason why I say the grant or the VC route is actually very valuable, because to me, that actually signals a big proper fund has actually done the due diligence and approved what you guys have done. That's what I look at. So that's why if I look at some big up and coming projects, I'll see, okay, what's Alameda Research investing in? What's A16Z investing in? What are these guys looking into? Dragonfly Capital for that matter, or these grant programs. Are these big layer 1 blockchains actually giving you a grant to build on their blockchain? Those are some of the things that I look at when I'm investing into a project. So I'm just still curious, why not try that route and then give yourselves more legitimacy for the end user?
I mean, we could have done it, but the thing is, when we reach out to some people, they just dropped it just because our name. They would
You
not
can change the name, yeah.
I know we could. I mean, we could have done it, but we're just, launching. We're looking at the market right now, and we waited actually the last 2 months. We're waiting for the market to pick it up. So we finally decided, okay, we'll go in 30th September and launch this and see where we go. And then, of course, we're going to continue to see if we can capture the market and let other people come in. So we burned 40% of the token. Then we're giving away 10% of the entire supply. It's going to go to those 4 guys we said in our website that Billy Marcus, Dogecoin owner, we're sending him 2.5%, and then 2.5% to Vitalik, and then of course the Mark Cuban is going to get 2.5%, and we're trying to distribute to Elon Musk, but we're confused about his wallet address, so we're not confirmed. So that's why we're holding that up. So it's kind of,
what value do you intend to bring to investors by doing that? By burning the supply, by sending it to famous people? Yeah.
So the thing is, we thought of, okay, what if we did that and people would think, okay, this crypto space big guys are, they own this part of the things. But our goal is to send those, to distribute those tokens so that they probably would spend that money for space exploration as a donation, So our goal is for them to use it for a better purpose, just like Vitalik did. He had this 50% donated to him, the Shiba Inu. And what he did, he actually spent for charity for the, COVID-19 help in India. So, we kind of thought that process that we'll send those tokens to those guys, so they'll probably spend some money for space exploration, that kind of like thought process.
Have you spoken to those people, or are you just sending it to their wallet?
We were sending to their wallets, but I'm trying to reach out to Billy Marcus, but send email to Bitrain as well. I mean, Vitalik, but never received any email back. So, so it looks like Billy Marcus has been active in Twitter, and I think I received one message. He was like, huh? He was saying, huh? But I'm not sure what he meant. But I'll try to continue to reach out to him, and of course, if it works out, it works out.
So plenty of meme coins and scam coins have used this approach, because they saw how SHIB did it. And if you look at the wallets of Vitalik and famous people, they have tons of coins. Like, what's going to make this one stand out? What's going to actually bring value to the user?
Because we're not running away. We're not hiding. We're very
say that,
yeah.
They all say
that's
that.
the first thing like a scam coin says. Yeah.
No, because they don't. First of all, they don't dox themselves. I've seen
a lot do, yeah.
So the second of all, we're engineering experts. I mean, I have experience in autoprogramming working for many years. So I would like to do a lot of work for space exploration. So the reason we're giving the tokens, so they could maybe down the road they would donate that money toward the space exploration. That's the goal.
Okay,
So-
so we'd love to talk about the quality of the project's contract. Are you guys aware of Token Sniffer?
Yes.
Can you explain why your project got 0 out of 100 on it?
Okay, so I think they didn't run that. We did the contract audit with solid proof just like last month. So we got, I think, 95 out of 100. I believe they didn't run that through correctly yet. I believe.
Can I see some of those notes?
If you go to like some reason they didn't run it properly, we disagree with that. So if you go to Coin Sniper or there's another one what's called I believe Coin Alpha, they all give us 95, 90, 92, something.
Okay, can you please explain the why there is like a buy and sell fee for this token?
Okay, so we have buying fees, 2% buying going to developer, 2% going to developer, and then 3% going back to the reflection that it's going to go to the investor. Also, so buy is 10%, sell is 13%. So on the sell, we have 3% going to the space exploration. So there's a bunch of things here. Developers getting 2%, but all the 2% we're getting, we're not going to use it much. Marketing on the other side is 5%. So it's a big chunk of money going to marketing because we saw the marketing costs a lot of money.
Well, yeah. Why are you focusing on marketing rather than building a product? Because you said you have all these good product ideas that you can do it, you can develop it, but all the money's going into marketing.
And I always think about you could be a most beautiful girl, but if nobody saw you, you're never beautiful. I mean, you can just go around and nobody sees you, then it doesn't work much. So you have to spend a lot of money. Just like the guys Tamados right now raised $16 million out of no face. Like really, no beautiful face, but $16 million.
Those projects are not sustainable. You're not bringing long-term value to your investors. So I'm just curious, why not build an amazing product and then let that speak for itself? Because if I'm an investor in an amazing product, I'm going to tell all of my friends to get in on it, especially when I'm early. So I just also I wanted to ask about your supply. Why such a massive supply? I mean, there's a few thoughts that go into having such a massive supply, but I wanted to ask your opinion why you guys have such a big supply.
Well, when we are deploying the token, we saw that bigger supply people get attracted to back in March, April. So all of a sudden, last 2 months, this has been really not attractive at all. A lot of people now changing their coin to V2, reducing all the zeros and stuff. So it was initial thinking that people was gonna love it with a huge number of decimals and actually I agree with you that a lot of numbers is not happening. Yeah. So we burned 40% and then we'll continue to burn a lot. So eventually it will come down.
Still also, like a substantial number, even 40%. I think even 90% would still be a substantial supply. Yeah. You're at 1/6 trillion.
That's correct. Yes, it's still going to be a huge number. So down the road, we probably have to, if the CE axis or tier 1, tier 2 CX is not liking it, we'll probably bring it down to a V2 contract. And also our investors, if they want us, we're going to do a lot of voting and stuff and get their feedback and see what happens if they would like to go into V2 and also change the name to like Mars X or something. I mean, we would like to keep something in the space. So name and of course the supply high. So these are two things that for us is not that great, but everything else we believe that we should sustain in some point in crypto space.
Okay, can you describe to me like who is your ideal investor for this coin?
I mean, a lot of engineers, college kids, and a lot of people that like meme stuff, a lot of people that space geeks out there. There's so many people love Mars exploration. They spend hours and hours to see a shuttle launch or some kind of Falcon 9 launch every now and then. You see like thousands of people out there. They're freak about the space. So there are people in the crypto space, those NFT people, they love to see something like that. that I don't see in a crypto space. A lot of people are worrying, doing something for space. There's one or two I see, Galaxy stuff, Galaxy Hero, stuff like that, but there's not too much. And we will invest in a real research. So space research and projects we're interested in. So this is going to be a different direction for us down the road. The whole thing, there's going to be a lot of proceeds that we didn't disclose yet. We'd like to give a big chunk to the space exploration. So our wallet that we have, 3% that going from each sale, that 3% we're going toward space projects. Plus we'll get a lot of other proceeds, maybe like 5% or something. We're going to dedicate that for that wallet that will go to the space projects. As we see that we can't send it to Elon Musk because his wallet is not available. So we'll probably just send it to, space projects out there. Some dedicated people can have it.
So space exploration, very expensive. If you are sending this money out to them, it really sounds like a lot of the funds for the protocol that people invest in through all these fees is going to be lost. So it sounds very difficult to generate value for customers, especially if you're trading this. Like there won't be any trading volume because you have a 25%, like almost 25% if you buy and sell. So this is limited to people holding and counting on the value increasing over time. So that for me is something I personally would not invest in or recommend other people to invest in. But why do you think people would buy this coin?
Okay, as I said that, it's a very small percentage going to space exploration, but we'd like to actually allocate some percent of the, maybe 5% of the token for space exploration. That's something we didn't disclose yet, but we're planning on it. Because if we see that we're not raising enough money, you don't need to raise $1 billion for space exploration, because we're trying to do something that when you go into space, how do the living condition, different research, like how can you improve your life there in a place where, in a low gravity can cause a lot of decays in your bones and stuff, and childbirth effect and all these different things. So this money is not going to be like $4 billion for a rocket launch. We're talking about, living conditions. How can you do research on, childbirth and increase the colonizing as Elon Musk said.
See, I understand that, but I don't understand how that equates to value for the investor.
Well, the geeks they like space stuff. So my target is like those kind of people that would like to see, they'll do something like a charity type of work on the side. Also, I know it is far-fetched ideas, but this is something that we like to contribute because we're engineers, and we have project management skills, engineering skills, so we can help find colonizers. Recruiting people, those who want to go to Mars. We can do a lot of things on the side that will actually attract investors down the road. So now it's a matter of if some people like it, some people dish it, depending on time and so on. So if we prove that our space exchange turned out to be a really excellent product, then of course we can turn this around with our utilities.
Okay, so I wanted to share some of my thoughts. I read through your white paper, so I'm going to share my structure in thinking about how you delivered your white paper. And then from there, maybe you can make your comments to let me know what you think, okay?
Okay.
With your white paper, you've said that you're trying to tackle 4 really big sectors in the crypto space. You're trying to build your own coin, you're trying to build your own exchange, you're trying to build NFTs, you're trying to build layer 1, and you're trying to build metaverse. So sorry, that's 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. But you're also saying only a small portion of proceeds will go to space exploration, help funding for these things. As you just mentioned, you said what, 5%?
3% sale going to space exploration.
Okay.
But
so that's 3%. So you have on the white paper some projects that are in the forefront of space exploration and space development. Right?
Yeah.
For me, I still don't see the value proposition for your coin. Let's just go with step number 1, the coin itself. What is the actual utility? What does it do for space exploration aside from the 3% tax that's going to be paid out? Why not just raise money to help with space exploration rather than pocket the rest for your coin that's built on Binance Smart Chain?
That is actually in our mind. If we can do a lot of volume of sales, so what do? Some percent, like 5 to 10%, we're going to dedicate that to space exploration. That's the plan right now. So we have a lot of room for that.
Right, but then what's the investor getting? I mean, if I'm an investor, if I'm going to help towards space exploration, why not just donate to space exploration or invest in a space exploration stock? What is the value for me as an investor to invest into your project that's going to make me money?
Well, as I said, like down the road when we see our project's really good, people's going to get more, they'll have more trust on us. When you're starting as like half is meme, and then of course,
so then I can just invest in your company, and then maybe down the road you'll have something delivered to me as value. But right now, I don't know what that is.
Okay, that's most of the people. Like as I see last 6 months. Right now, you have games. Of course, they already built a game, so we do have an exchange that can be delivered in 3 months. So we're close to that. So it's not like we're too behind for it. Most of the time, I think they launch the coin and when funding start coming in, they expedite the process of delivering the utilities. So that's where we are. Once we see some funding coming in, we'll jump into this and expedite that exchange to go into effect. So space exploration is the target that we'd like to spend a lot of money on that. If we can do it by selling, then we'll probably give a big chunk of our coin toward that. But we cannot just give like 10% to SpaceX. Hey, use that, but that's no value at all.
You're saying your first priority is to get funding, right? And as you're going to do that through marketing the coin, through people buying the coin, that's through funding. So again, our point goes back to why not go to these grants or these VCs who have a ton of money? They can take risks and give you the money to fund your project, to grow it to a certain point, and then go and find retail investors who come in. Because right now it looks like these retail investors might put money in and you're just delivering on a promise. And that promise, we have no idea how it's going to materialize. That's how I see it.
It's definitely true. I agree with that. And yeah, we'll definitely make some more attempt to reach out to those VCs, see if it works out. They probably it's going to recommend us to change the name. And it's, the thing is, once you get into another VCs or somebody who will invest, they'll take over your whole thing. They will take over maybe.
Not necessarily. It depends on how you structure it, man. Yeah. I mean, it's still your project. You're the guy going to them. Actually, a lot of VCs are more hands-off. If they believe in the founder, they believe that you have the ability and capability of executing, they'll actually leave you alone because they believe in you.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I take your advice. I'll definitely start doing some research on that, going into VC, see what happens if they give us some kind of like hope that we can raise fund that way. Of course, why not?
So I kind of just want to sum everything up. Like at the moment for your project, there are some buy and sell taxes. There's no utility for the coin. There's no product built, and essentially, there just isn't much. Like what's stopping me from doing the exact same thing, creating a coin, calling it the SpaceX coin, the real one.com, and doing the exact same thing? Because right now you're kind of in a stage that anyone could be at.
Yeah, absolutely true. I agree with you. But then, we're coming with doxing ourselves. We're incorporating the company, SpaceX Coin. So we're coming with a stronger hand to prove that we will be able to make it. So we're not here just to raise funds and go away. You know what I mean? So we would like to stay here, continue the process.
I mean, that as a person, as an investor, that doesn't give me any confidence to like invest in the project. Like, what would you say to someone that doubts it, that you want to bring in as an investor? And using these meme coins and other coins that have used these like Ponzonomics with buy, sell, burns, giving away to popular wallets, that is a tactic known with a lot of rug pulls. So that's what I'm pretty much classifying your coin as, unless there's some way you can prove that there is value that's going to be generated from it.
One big red flag for me, you guys really got to go and study the white paper of, say, Ethereum, BSC, all these guys. you guys have no scam, no rug on your white paper. I just don't see any legitimate projects saying that on the white paper, friends. I'm sorry. That's very strange for me.
Like all the previous coins that have scammed or rugged have had something very similar to that.
Oh, okay, but that's our version 1 white paper. So part of that, the way we built that, it is a meme coin. It is a meme coin. This is our token.
So yes, I mean,
you're kind of going between two things. Like first, you're saying right now it's a meme coin, but on the other side, you're saying it's for space exploration. It's for building these products.
Oh, okay. Let me go at you. Just really simple. Like I gotta go. He's got something to do. I'm so thankful, Dan, for you to join with us and talk to us, and so we can talk these things out. And I really enjoy this, the meeting of the minds. Okay, and you both are adept at what you're working on, and I very appreciate your time. I just gotta go. I know I have to go. He's working on more things than I am, and this he moves very quickly. All right. My question is, all right, so we're building certain things, okay, on this project. We have, in our research, successfully calculated what we need to have a high level of confidence for success on this mission. And we have several missions, but at this very moment, the space exchange, the SpaceX coin, space exchange, where we're going to be able to do more than just look at the price. Okay. There's going to be a lot of functionalities on there. It's really cool, but we are bearing fruit. It's in the research process. Okay. It looks good. Still, we got a lot of work to do because this has to go live. And this guy keeps pushing up the execution dates. I don't know why, but we've had success. That's just part of our confidence. And I will tell you, he brought me in on this project, all right, which I'm thankful for. When I joined the project, pardon my French, I've been living in Atlanta for a long time, so that shit was a scam coin, like straight up. And I had no idea because I'm a software guy, I'm a developer, and I didn't recognize it. Obviously, we're not meeting face to face, but to be honest, I wouldn't have recognized it. But I'm not sure about one of the guys. I'm not sure. I still haven't committed on my decision on him. But two of the other people, point blank, they would take money from whoever they need to, who invested on the project, and that would have hurt whoever is on the project right then and there. Okay, that was back then. But we're so focused on building a community here. And I come from a poor country. This guy, if you know about him, he's got great family all over. All right, so I want people who have nothing to have something to invest on. Imagine, I was a college student once studying at university, like barely paying my class and my rent. Forget about rent. You got to pay for your school, okay? And like being able to level up by buying a certain crypto project, I would buy SpaceX coin even back then. If I knew about crypto, I would. I love outer space, and I teach that to my daughter as well. If you want to ask us, are we a scam coin? Please do. I want you to ask us.
Hang on. Let me get into it.
Yeah.
So your question, Dan, is you said that why, if you have all these strong utilities, why you, as you said, why you put your saying this not a rug pull, not a scam? Because our name is so dirty. I mean, we knew.
It's not just the name. There's all these other factors.
Yeah, other factors, because we deployed the coin. It was April. Okay, so if you go, in April was a different ballgame than right now. every month things are changing drastically. Like now, everybody wants to have product ready before you want to buy it. So 3 months, 4 months ago, you could have started with a meme. That's what we did. We started with a meme and then bringing in stuff to people. Say, hey, you investing on my coin, I'm promising to get those things once you have some funding rolling, and we're going to do it. Just like a Shibnobi that I was with them initially, when they started. So that's what they did. They came with the meme, and then now they're like 5 or 6 different utilities running at the same time. So kind of like we're adopting some other tokens, what they did, but then at this point when we're here, we're looking, everything is changing so fast. So I agree with you that why we didn't go to VC. And then, definitely we're going to reach out to those guys, the big guys, if they want to come on board with us. So our name is like a meme name. So we're bugged down with that thing pretty badly. So, just bottom line, we're going to fight this and try to prove that we can sustain and move forward.
And Dan, for me to be frank, we're very excited for what our project is building and the community that we're starting, and the blockchain is going to be super fast.
Yeah,
and
we'll do something good.
Hey,
we should make another white paper, right?
Yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is I wish you guys the best. And, I think it will be really cool if we can touch base maybe 6 months from now, a year from now. We can kind of see how you guys are building it out, and we can see how well this video has aged, right?
Yeah.
We can maybe do a little retouch and show us what you guys have built by then.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Absolutely.
All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys.
Cool.
All right.
Nice chatting with you guys. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Post interview chat. Oh man. I mean, they seem like nice guys. They seemed very knowledgeable at first until we started asking questions. So we got CH from the Crypto Rabbit Hole. We got Derek, who makes KuCoin content on the KuCoin YouTube channel. And we just interviewed SpaceX coin. No affiliation with SpaceX. It is a meme coin and very likely a scam. Do not invest. The financial advice is avoid it. I normally say not financial advice, but I'm going to say avoid it because if you watch that interview, and the video interview is what you really need to watch just for the reactions, you're going to learn a lot about the project and that they are copying a lot of styles from existing meme coins and scam coins, and the results are not good. So let's jump into our thoughts on this.
Man, just too many red flags.
Yeah.
Way too many red flags. I mean, even just from the first time I read through their white paper and their website, you can tell that it's just not a good look. And obviously us going online with them, and just actually you should really study the way they talk and the way they interact and just kind of how nervous they are.
Yeah.
I kept seeing the guy with a hat just kind of like, smirking,
we gotta get out of this
or
one.
like, kind of sweating. I just absolutely can tell not a project I ever want to be involved with, and definitely highly advise you guys maybe stay away.
And it sounds like they were involved with several scam coins or meme coins in the past, and they're like, this is their next project.
Yeah. When they don't want to disclose what they've done in the past, run for the hills because they have no credibility.
Yeah, I mean, if they were with someone reputable, they would want to brag about it.
Yeah.
Like, I was working at Polygon for a while, and I wanted to branch out and get into something I was very passionate about. That's not the case.
Yeah.
Definitely some thoughts. That's one way to put it. I would say the red flags. Well, let's just say that if we went to a flag convention and
They would have a lot of them.
they would have, they'd have the whole supply.
The booth would be red.
Yeah.
So the biggest red flag for me that I could see was just running through their token contract ID through Token Sniffer, and they got a 0 out of 100, which Dan brought up.
So that's the lowest you can go. That says it's a scam.
Yeah, I don't think they've done negative integers yet, but if they do, I'm sure they'd win all of those. But with all those high buy and sell fees, they're saying that it's going to the development team and marketing, but
Economics.
as Dan pointed out, why would you market when you don't even have a product? And then you look at the fact that they're saying that they're going to send all the coins, like 2.5% of the supply, to some famous people like Vitalik and who else? Elon Musk.
Mark Cuban.
But then in the interview, they mentioned that they actually didn't successfully send anything to Elon Musk because they can't even find his wallet ID. So they have it on the website that they did. Yet, it's still on the website that they sent it to him, yet they don't even know his address. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're literally just deceiving from the start. You know, the fact that they said they sent an Elon on the website, but they just revealed they didn't, that is already one thing that you should go off, that they, deceive people.
Yeah, and they used a lot of references to meme coins. Well, if this meme coin was successful, we want to be like this meme coin and scam you too.
Crazy.
Also, the dichotomy that you pointed out. Like, on one hand, they keep saying, oh, it's a meme coin. It's a meme. We're in it for the memes. But then on the other hand, they're saying we're trying to build out space exploration.
Yeah.
It's going to be the space currency of the, universe. So, like, you can't have it both ways, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I mean, they seemed like nice guys, but 100% it's a scam. Like, you're going to lose money in this long term. The value proposition is, trust me, bro, I'm doxxed. That's it. That's their value proposition.
That is the biggest red flag of all.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, no go for me.
Yeah.
No thanks. Honestly, I had more things to say, but it seemed like they wanted to run away. So I'm like, all right, just let you guys go.
That was my goal at first. I didn't want to come in hard. I just wanted to let them talk. I was like, come on, man. Give me ammo.
Enough rope to hang themselves.
Yeah.
That's like the strategy.
Exactly. I mean, that's I even said privately to Dan, I was like, man, the more they talk, the more I know it's a scam and the more I want to run away. I'm not being involved with this, ever.
Well, overall, that was fun. It was interesting to see them. Like, that guy got sweaty. I don't know if you noticed.
Sweaty.
He got so sweaty.
He
was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
He was very articulate at first introducing himself. It was like, okay, this seems like a smart guy. Towards the end, it's like, oh, this guy has no idea what he's talking about.
No idea. I honestly had a blast. I had an absolute fun time.
Yeah. I guess if you guys like more of these, we're going to do crypto chat roulette maybe once a week. Yeah. And we'll just chat with anybody, any protocol.
And if you guys liked it, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't.
If not, you're probably listening to this on a podcast because we decided to make it a podcast.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed.
All right. Later.